Welcome. I am going to tell you the movie. Train to Busan Peninsula. Released in 2020. We notice at the starting of the film that the zombie virus was broken out in Korean Peninsula. Meanwhile, we also observe the Captain Yeon Sok who is taking his sister family to a ship. That ship is about to leave Korea. On the way, they encountered a man with his wife and two daughters who asked for assistance. Yeon Sok notices the bloodstains on that man. Then he thinks, zombie has harmed him biting. Thinking it, he ignores them and starts moving ahead. Then his wife requests, at least take my one daughter from here. Ignoring them, Yeon Sok drives away the car to the ship. And ship departs from Korea. That ship had to move to Japan, but Yeon Sok comes to know that ship is being driven to Hong Kong. He goes to talk about it to captain and an infected person is transformed into a zombie in the cabin as he leaves. The whole ship is disturbed seeing that zombie. Yeon Sok brother Chul Min who are in the queue of the food taking also comes to know about it. Knowing this news, Yeon Sok moves to that cabin because his sister and nephew are in the same cabin. He encounters that zombie outside the cabin and Yeon Sok shoots him with his gun. Later, he enters cabin and sees that all present people in the cabin are now infected including his nephew. His sister was there taking her son and all infected people could be turned into zombie at any time. Thinking it, Yeon Sok is about to take his sister from there. But his sister was not ready to go leaving her son alone. And all infected people are transformed into the zombies within a time and begin to attack on them. Yeon Sok tries to kill all and observes that his infected nephew is biting his mother. In spite of this thing, he could not act. Meanwhile, Chul Min also reaches there, but Yeon Sok stops his access into the room, closing the door. All zombies of cabin were victimizing his sister and he was witnessing everything. Then we know that it was 4 years ago when it happened. Some boarded infected people were in the ship. And it was last ship which drove to Hong Kong. Then flashback appears which is the time of 4 years ago. We notice Chul Min and Yeon there who were living in Hong Kong. They were disliked by the indigenous of Hong Kong because they were refugees. One day a gang members arrive there and take them to their master who offer a job to them. Making a group of 4 members, they were needed to go to Korean Peninsula that is full of zombies and quarantined. Their mission included to bring out the food truck having $20 million from Peninsula. And putting a condition, the reward of each member will be $2.5 million. He also provides them some instructions to prevent zombies. As zombies suffer the night blindness, they take the help of sounds in the night, so they can complete their mission at night easily. They are sent to the assigned location by giving the 2 satellite telephone. After the completion of their mission, they can use these satellite telephones. They reach at the standing place of that truck. Then Yeon checks the truck going near it. He comes to know that it is another truck. John hears a voice of someone when he is returning back after checking the truck. He observes a collapsed glass building full of zombies. Nothing can be relied much. Yeon sits in the car hurriedly and they again start searching their truck. Noticing one more truck, Yeon does not go alone there but Chul Min and his one more partner also accompany him. They were not alone there but there was someone who was keeping an eye over them. Opening the truck, they find a lot of money there. Mission of searching the truck was complete now and it was the time of return. They noticed the transformation of truck driver into zombie. They were thinking him dead but they were wrong. That zombie attacks on him as Chul Min steps in the truck. Pressing the button of horn, the entire area is echoed with this honking. Hearing this sound, all zombies become alert and begin to move them. These zombies were not slow-moving but fastest zombies of Korea. Yeon Sok immediately kills that truck driver and their one of the partners starts the truck. Meanwhile, Yeon begins shooting the other zombies. But they were in the large numbering. Chul Min sits in the truck going there and Yeon also comes there as the truck starts. and they successfully drive the truck from there in spite of great difficulties. Now it was the turn to use the satellite telephones. Before using it, many flares are thrown in front of them by someone. And it was the spread trap before them. So the zombies may precede them because of these lights. So it begins to happen as zombies start preceding them. And they drive their car hurriedly. As a result, their car is crashed and the truck also hits it. And Yeon directly falls down coming out of the truck. He notices his 3 companions dead. But it was not as such because Chul Min had hidden himself at the backside of truck while driver was also alive. But Yeon had not much time for checking. He was surrounded by the zombies. But a time comes when he loses his courage while competing with them. Then a coming car helps him. The car was being driven by a girl named June, and there was also her younger sister. Lifting Yeon in the car, they leave. And June saves the car hardly from these zombies which were everywhere. June parks her car below a bridge because there was a crowd of zombies in front of them. Now June's younger sister named Yoo Jin acts wisely, taking out her high-technology remote control car. She diverts the attention of zombies using it and they escape safely. Then they come to their parents at house. And these husband and wife were those whom Yeon had ignored 4 years ago. And the lifted daughter in their hand was Yoo Jin, and Yeon had refused to rescue her. And they were same who helped them. On the other side, a gang named as Unit 631 reached near their truck. Its leader was First Class Hong. Noticing the alive truck driver, he kills him instead of saving. We also know about them because they are just as cruel as zombies. It was the same gang who had thrown flares in front of them for entrapping them. Taking that truck, they drive it away. Thinking, it must have filled with food. They reach their military compound where they had a name. Further, Yeon notices that June's father named Elder Kim is trying to contact with military officer Jane through the radio connectivity. And they were sure that Jane will be able to rescue them from here. But unfortunately, military operations were banned 4 years ago, and 3 of them had awareness that no one will come to rescue them. But they are left surprised knowing that Yeon is the native of Hong Kong. Because no one struggled to rescue them within 4 years. But the lust of money drags the people here within a moment. June's mother asks about the other partners from Yeon. He tells, all have been killed. On the other side, they find Chul Min while opening the truck. Catching him, they select him for a game. While opening the bag in truck checking, a man is shocked seeing it. He directly exposes the whole incident going to Captain Seo. Going there, he finds a lot of money in the satellite telephones while checking the truck. Switching on the telephone, Seo comes to know after receiving the call, this truck is the part of an operation. And the person who brings the truck back will be awarded with money with rescuing from Korea. Hearing it, he himself be ready to take truck by boat, keeping it secret. Contrarily, Chul Min is kept with other serfs and there is crowd of people to watch him. It was a game show in which human beings are going to face the zombies. And all spectators were eager to watch this game. In the first round, a few people remain alive including Chul Min. On the other side, Yeon and other people decide to visit military compound. And bringing satellite telephones from truck, they will be able to escape from Peninsula. Then they decide to leave at night, so they may not face any difficulty. Yeon was uncomfortable thinking he had not helped this family 4 years ago. So he goes to June's mother to reveal the fact. But she remains normal hearing it, and says, no problem. Contrarily, Captain Seo and his partner were also getting ready to escape stealthily. Yeon and other leave sitting in the car as the night falls. But they don't move to military compound. June's mother stops the car at a distance, only Yeon and Yeon go to check the truck. Searching the truck, they also find the satellite telephones. But those satellite telephones were broken. Meanwhile coming there, Captain Seo partner Private Kim reveals everything, pointing them a gun as he and Captain Seo want to flee from here. And Captain Seo has got this knowledge through a satellite telephone that is in his room. Hearing it, Yeon gets understanding that they have got Chulmin telephone. Kim also reveals it that we have also got a man who is the part of that wild gang. Yeon runs to save his life. Hearing it, Captain Seo starts firing, coming there instead of talking with anyone. Then Min Young hits him, reversing the car, and also takes out the satellite telephones from his pocket. But the matter is disturbed as all zombies move towards them, hearing the sounds of firing. Young saves the life of Chul Min, reaching there at the exact time. They both come out saving their lives from zombies. But Young is caught by a zombie. Now Chul Min had two options. Either he could save his life escaping from there, or he could save the life of Yeon shooting the zombie. So he chooses the second option. Shooting zombie with a gun, he saves the life of Yeon. Meanwhile, the game leader Sergeant shoots him at the backside. Yeon is shocked seeing him dead. Being sad, he was unable to act. His all family has been rooted out. And Sergeant is also about to shoot Yeon, then Yeon comes there taking a truck. She forces Yeon to sit in the truck. Her truck was also surrounded by the zombies, and they were entering in the truck because of the truck window glass breakage. Then they notice a car light. She was no one but June, who attracts the zombies, turning on her car headlights. Diverting the attention of zombies, they all try to move ahead. But the gang was pursuing and struggling to stop them. Some cars are crashed by June, but she also encounters an expert driver like her. But June was wiser than him, so she gets rid from him sensibly. After the damage of the number of cars, that gang leader plays his another trick as turning on the headlights of the cars. As a result, those zombies again come on their way. June wisely makes her way while Young beaks their headlights after shooting. Their truck is rescued sensibly from zombies while all left vehicles are surrounded by the zombies. Reaching at the seaport, they notice that the ship was ready to sail. They were very excited, and immediately a car hits their car. Young is shocked to see the entire family of her in that car. And he was Captain Seo who had hit the car. Pointing June on the gun, he asks everyone to surrender. He was too aggressive to kill June. Once again, Yoo Jin shows her sensibility. She diverts her attention using her remote control car. And June is freed. But Captain Seo catches the sight of Yoo Jin. And Captain Seo is nearly to kill Yoo Jin, but a gang member coming in front of her receives the gunshot. Then Captain Seo shoots on the leg of Min Young as she picks up her gun. And Captain Seo escapes taking the truck. He had the ticket of ship while others are entrapped in Peninsula. He reaches into the ship and takes the truck, and the people examine the ruck to see if the money is in the truck or not. They cannot fulfill their promise, even finding the money in the truck, and fires their gun on Captain Seo. But Captain Seo is still alive. He takes out the truck from the ship after reversing speedily. All zombies step in as the door opens. And it becomes difficult to control the number of zombies. Captain Seo gets harmed but also takes the others under the harmful consequences. And everything was being observed by Young and that family. The savior of Yoo Jin from Captain Seo gunfiring was no one but her own father, Elder Kim. And he was gradually losing his breath and passes away. A military helicopter passes over them exact after the death of Kim. They signal him to stop. Zombies were preceding them, but Min Young could not run. Now Young promises Min Young that he will help their daughter now. Young takes her both daughters to the military helicopter. While Min Young face those zombies leaving behind. Sitting in a truck, she honks. And all zombies surround her. Reaching near the military helicopter, they know their helper is not other but Major Jane, who has been mentioned by his father before them. June requests them to help her mother. But the soldiers refuse to carry out it. But the situation was uncontrollable. Then June, taking out the soldier's gun, points her. She says, she will not leave from here without her mother. Then she notices that her mother is going to commit suicide. Seeing it, she cannot control herself. Jane says on it, your mother is taking a right action because it is better for her. Both sisters were crying as Yeon noticed them because he had seen his dying sister. But he was among those people who says later that we have struggled but in vain. But he not only struggles but puts all his energy. He immediately runs to save her, and seeing him Min Young also alters her thought. Because ray of hope was brightening her mind which was quenched before. She fires her gun on the zombies. Young also fights with these zombies at that time until she reaches the military helicopter. Their mother is rescued after a great struggle. They sit in the military helicopter safe and sound, escaping Peninsula. And the movie is also ended here. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, share and subscribe. It will not cost you anything, but for us it will make a difference.